is brought to you by Westpac.
The winner is Sydney.
This week, Tracy takes some time out at Time Zone.
The best in the business, capturing Olympic history.
I've photographed Susan quite a few times, and that's the only time I've seen her show a lot of emotion on it.
And the year Melbourne will never forget.
The Stol who lit the cauldron, who lit the flame.
As we remember our first go at the Games.
Hello and welcome to the Games, a weekly journey of exploration towards the 2000 Olympics. I'm Tracy Holmes.
And I'm Neil Brooks. On the show today, we'll meet Dwayne Hart, a master at capturing magic Olympic moments. The kids from Nudgee, definitely on the right track. And we'll find out what Melburnians remember about the 56 Games.
Everyone, it seems, can't get enough information about Sydney 2000. To cope with the demand, SOCOG's been busy on the website to end all websites.
You said it, Trace. We're not talking thousands of hits. Forget hundreds of thousands of hits. Millions doesn't come close, Tracy. More than 3 billion hits on the website. That's what they're predicting for 2000.
Any person, anywhere, as long as you've got access to a telephone line, a computer and a modem, can get hold of any information held anywhere in the world on a computer. This is going to be the biggest and the best website ever for a sporting event. It's aimed at the sports nut who wants to check out the latest results, but it's also aimed at you and me, the ordinary guy in the street who just loves the Olympics, wants to find out some information. The public out there is just crazy to get information about ticketing. Towards the end of the year, people will be able to buy their tickets over the internet. We will probably have a facility to be able to pre-program what you want to see. You may be sitting in the office working away and suddenly the 100 metres finals results will pop up on your screen and you'll be able to watch the race in virtual time.
Bailey's won it and broken the world record.
In Atlanta, there were over 187 million hits to the website during the Games. 2 years later in Nagano, over 650 million. In Sydney, we're expecting well over 3 billion hits to the site. That equates to 15,000 hits every single second.
How amazing is that? 15,000 hits a second.
It's staggering, isn't it? I'm a bit worried here, Trace.
About what?
I think I'm going into overload.
Information overload? I don't think that's ever going to happen to you, Brooksy.
Tell you what, lucky we've got Paul Marshall from the 7 Nightly News team to sort it all out. Here he is with the Games news.
As the official timekeeper for the Olympic Games, Swatch arrived in Sydney during the week in a blaze of action and colour, opening their first Australian store and launching their distinctive Olympic watch range. DNA from an undisclosed Olympic athlete has been incorporated into official Olympic merchandise to stop cheap imitations. With a simple electronic swipe, new age genetic tagging will allow authentic products to be distinguished from the fake. So far, around 4 million Olympic items have DNA in the ink, dye or label. There'll be no second chances for swimmers who make a false start in 2000. The international sporting body, FINA, says false starts will result in immediate disqualification. I'm Paul Marshall for the Games News.
Still to come, the Nudgy kids. Why is their running track blue?
TVs, torches and the 56 Olympics. What do Melburnians remember the most?
My mum and dad had the whole street packed out with people waiting to watch television.
And we hear about the sisters that are doing it for themselves and their country.
Who is the oldest living Olympic champion? In fact, the sprightly gymnast from Slovenia turned 100 this week. Find out after the break on the Game. birthday wish from all of us here at the Games goes to Leon Stuckel, who celebrated his 100th birthday this week. Leon, the Slovenian gymnast, won 6 medals, including 3 golds. In 1924, he won the all-around and horizontal bars, and in 1928 in Amsterdam, he took gold in the rings event.
Amsterdam made a very big impression on me. It really struck me then what a tremendous honour it was to be an Olympic gold medalist.
Leon attributes his long and active life to sport and regular exercise. And as the oldest surviving Olympic champion, he's still very much alive and kicking.
Not bad, not?
Still a very fit old man.
Yeah, looks like he keeps in great shape.
Gymnastics and out of bed.
We got to say, happy birthday to Sam Riley too.
We do.
Big Sammy. Good luck. Have a great day, Sammy. You know what they say, Trace?
No.
They say you learn by watching the best. Well, the kids at one school in Brisbane are going to get the learning experience of a lifetime just before the Sydney Games.
Their brand new athletic track will play host to many of the world's elite athletes, including the US and Australian track teams. But for the moment, it's the kids who are tearing up the track.
All it took to convince the US track and field gurus to choose this brand new sporting facility was a familiar blue concept.
The Commonwealth Games athletes and the Americans that were here a couple of weeks ago, all very happy with that kind of chosen surface. Originally it was just we saw a blue track on the television, Carl Lewis running on one for a Rexona ad, and the school colours were blue. So that got us excited about three years ago.
I like it because, I do well in it.
Without facilities like this, we can never, Australia can never be any good at track and field, and it's just very rewarding to see, you know, from 9-year-olds right up to, we have some 70-year-olds that train down here. It's the only blue track in the Southern Hemisphere. It's a 9-lane international track with all ready for world records and stuff.
Just another example of how the Olympic Games can benefit all Australians, especially our future champions.
That's right. Nothing encourages young athletes to improve more than the great facilities like the Nudgy College track. It brings their dreams closer, makes it seem more real, more possible somehow.
Sure, if those kids' reactions are anything to go by, it already seems to be money very well spent. We've had a lot of discussion about who's going to light the cauldron at the opening ceremony in 2000, but do Melburnians remember who lit the cauldron in 1956? We sent Olympian and hockey-roo Louise Dobson to find out.
Do you know who lit the cauldron in 56 when we had the Olympics here in Melbourne? Who lit the gold? Who lit the cauldron? Who lit the flame? Ron. You're halfway there. You're halfway there. Ron. Oh, I can picture him in my eyes.
My mum and dad had the whole street packed out with people waiting to watch television.
That I will not remember.
You don't?
No, no, you don't.
No? No, I have no idea. No idea. That's okay.
Seriously, I was that pleased that Victoria, the top state naturally in Australia, I wonder if the Cabinet will give me any bouquets for this, but...
Ron Clarke. Oh, very good. We haven't had too many people who've known that answer.
enough to know. I was there, actually.
Who do you think should be singing the national anthem in 2000 at the Olympic Games?
Well, there wouldn't be many at my age group that could sing as well as I could.
I doubt that either.
Oh, yes.
After the break, Tracy challenges a champion to the Games pentathlon.
The sounds that mark our finest milers.
Today. About 10 to 8, so I was going to be late anyway. Hit me about there. Where are you?
From first to last fight.
I play left inner. Yeah, and I like playing centre half. It's my goal to go play for Australia, but I don't know if I'll get there.
But if tradition counts for anything, Alice and Stephanie may yet wear the green and gold.
Trini Powers free, works into the circle. A goal here would be terrific. Oh, what a fantastic finish.
Lisa and Katrina Powell, gold medal winning hockey players at the Atlanta Olympics, once dragged their school bags through these same corridors at St Matthew's Primary School in Canberra.
Yep, after the Atlanta Games, they came out with their medals and signed all of our gear. See, they signed our hockey sticks, and they're really nice girls. Yeah.
Stand up and cheer, Australia. Be proud of every one of them.
Imagine being in the team against the Powell sisters.
St Matthews would have been one tough team, but how good is this guy in our next story? Triple gold at the Commonwealth Games.
He's a sports genius who's good at basketball, cricket, soccer.
Got a golf handicap of 15. On top of that, he's doing the HSC and he's a school captain.
Because he's so good, I thought it might be a great idea to challenge Simon Callie to a few sports that the rest of us can relate to. Do you have a licence?
Yeah, I've got my licence a couple of months ago, which has helped out a lot. It saves my parents getting up at 4:30 in the morning to take me training. Maybe I should use the brake.
How do you juggle everything that you do with the swimming, the HSC, the whole bit?
Well, I've sort of always had a busy schedule right from back when I was 12. I did school, played cricket, soccer, swimming, sort of did everything, and I sort of don't know any different.
And you drive to swimming training in much the same way as you've driven around this circuit, or what?
Oh no, I haven't had an accident yet, so it's pretty good.
Oh, what do you think you're doing? I got the inside, I'm gonna go. You're a deviant. No, you're a bad driver.
I think if it wasn't for swimming, I'd be able to do a lot better at school, but it's sort of something that I could have dragged it out over a couple of years and finished my high school certificate, but I'd rather, you know, get it out of the way and done with before 2000 comes along.
Roll the ball.
You're a star. School captain's been really good. It's been a great honour to be able to lead a group of students, especially, you know, your own friends and that sort of thing. But no, it hasn't taken a lot of my time away from my study and my swimming and that sort of thing.
Oh, I got him!
Keep your arms like that.
Right. So how am I going?
Yeah, pretty well.
What about the breathing though? Like, that's a bit of a struggle sometimes. So do you breathe when your arms are there, when they're up there?
When you bring your arms through like that, breathe now. When your arms coming back up.
Okay.
What were you thinking? I mean, I've done a little bit of foot class freestyle over the years, but that was a shocker. Good technique, though, for a
You should
frog.
have seen me doing the tumble turns.
I'll tell you what, I don't think your chances are all that great of making it, Trace.
I agree with you.
Someone who has been there, though, is legendary Australian distance runner Herb Elliot. We asked Herb to nominate his greatest Olympic moment.
So I decided, well, OK, these guys think I'm going to win it. I might as well behave as I'm going to win it. So I made up my mind that at the halfway mark, the idea that we'd been running very fast. All I knew was that I was stuffed at the halfway mark, and so...
After the break, we dip into the mailbag to see if you've won Olympic tickets.
The $850 a head night of gold, counting down to the 2000 Games.
And capturing history, a split second of brilliance. Did you know over 60,000 meals a day will be prepared in the 2000 Olympic Village? It's also expected that the athletes will buy over 200,000 McDonald's burgers from the many outlets in the village.
Welcome back to the Games. We've had a ton of mail this week, but we have to single out the incredible effort of Cassie West of Wetherill Park in New South Wales. Cassie has put together a 30-page project on Ian Thorpe. The torpedo must have been one of her electives at school, but well done, Cassie. Full marks for that one.
Unbelievable. So much work has gone into that. Also winning this week is Catherine Kelleher of Carlingford in New South Wales. She's drawn the true blue topper, the Akubra, as the Olympic torch. Now, there's an idea for the Games uniform.
Not a bad idea, that one, eh? All lighting up. Cassie and Catherine will both be getting an Olympic pack full of goodies, including the chance to win Olympic tickets every week. But first, here are this week's winners of the tickets to the opening and closing ceremonies.
Congratulations, and keep those entries rolling in. We love sorting through those every week, don't we?
Easy.
The Olympic Games is just one magic moment after another. They are elusive, fleeting instances that often escape capture.
Now, there'll be 1,000 photographers accredited for the 2000 Games. Competition will be fierce just to get in, but you can bet this guy will be right where the action is.
Away, so Shervington goes from lane 6. He got a brilliant start as well. He's quickly alongside Colin
In a world of super fast TV and video images, there's something simply magic about a photo.
With the pole vault, it's depending which hand they lead with, it's probably better from this side, because this guy's right-handed.
Dwayne Hart is one of a selected few freelance photographers who'll be shooting the Sydney Olympics, and with good reason. Last year, Dwayne won gold himself when he was named the AIPP Editorial Photographer of the Year for his coverage of the Atlanta Games.
The Susie O'Neill one was a bit of emotion as well. She won the Olympic gold and she got out of the pool and just put her arms up and just opened her mouth. I've photographed Susan quite a few times, and that's the only time I've seen her show a lot of emotion like that. Yeah, the Bailey shot, but the best frame was the one before that, when he's got his hands down and he's sort of just screaming at the top of his lungs, and he just realised he's done the world record, so it was made quite a nice pic.
With so many breathtaking photographs to his credit, you would think Dwayne was a contented man. But there is still one photo he dreams of taking come the 2000 Olympics.
Probably Kathy Freeman winning gold in front of a home crowd. That would be quite nice.
Trace, I think a lot of people would like to see that, but what about Dwayne Hart? What a fantastic job doing a vital role in maintaining that Olympic spirit.
Capturing the emotion forever.
Awesome.
Each year, the Australian Olympic Committee holds a countdown dinner, a glittering affair counting down the weeks to the next Olympics. Last Wednesday's second countdown dinner was a sellout night with 80 very special Australians as guests of honour.
Those 80 special Australians, all Olympians, mingled with some of the country's top corporate leaders and IOC members in Sydney's Centennial Park. The athletes were formally introduced a little later inside the massive pavilion specially erected for the occasion.
I think we're allocated to a corporate table or a visitor table, and they paid a hell of a lot of money to be here, and hopefully they'll get their money's worth.
At $850 a head, getting their money's worth was always going to be a tall order, but organisers gave it their best shot. Tucked away out the back amongst the pots and pans, no less a figure than restaurateur Neil Perry of Sydney's famous Rockpool restaurant.
We've got a prawn, asparagus, red pepper salad, which is what we're putting together. And then we're doing some roast beef fillet with ratatouille potato puree and a nice anchovy butter.
The 900 guests were also treated to the very best in entertainment. Marina Pryor and Tina Arena made an appearance, as did Tommy Emmanuel and James Morrison. Actor Brian Brown and Nova Paris Kneebone recited an ode to the Olympics penned by Thomas Keneally. And a familiar face in a stunning outfit chatted with some of the athletes. And while $1,700 per couple's a lot to shell out for dinner and a show, the general consensus was that it was all worthwhile. The event raised almost $500,000 for the Australian Olympic team.
Well, anything that can help, anything that contributes anything to the Olympics is worth it. Money, time, whatever.
Earlier in the program, we heard about Herb Elliott's magical Olympic moment, but it's not just for Olympians that it holds such a special pride of place. It's for anyone that's interested in sport.
And it wasn't just inspirational, but physical as well. What other sporting event could make the hair on the back of Shane Warne's neck stand up?
A true champion.
Definitely got the hairs standing up on the back of the neck.
Dreaming of gold in one of the Olympics' newest sports.
And Brooksy takes a very special athlete for a driving lesson.
Hey, I'm doing it.
You're doing it.
That's next week on The Games.
And I thought Simon Callie was a scary driver. You were in white-knuckle territory there, Neil.
It was different, but I've got to say, I had a fantastic day with Gabrielle. She's really inspirational, and we thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. Now, don't forget, if you want more info on any of the items in tonight's show, it's easy. You can look us up on our dedicated website. It's thegames.7.com.au. Or if you want to enter our Olympic Club competition, just email us at this address or drop us a line at Lockbag 7777 Epping, New South Wales 2121, and please keep your letters and drawings flooding in.
Just before we go this week, we received an email from Stacey Keating, who wanted to see Kathy Freeman's silver medal winning 400 metres run in Atlanta.
And of course, we're only too happy to oblige Stacey. We'll leave you in the starters' hands and we'll see you next week.
See you.
Good night.
She has run the race of her life.
Responsible jobs, and that's a scary thought.
For years, this guy's been searching for the right place to dance to techno music, and we think he's found it. Since coming last at the Olympics, Jeremy is trying to develop a better running style.
Oh, I'm on my first date with Samantha, and I'm bound to impress her with my manly build and all-round athleticism. Hello, Samantha.
So I'm sitting watching telly, you know, and Mrs. says, couldn't you bring the washing in just once? It won't hurt you.
What the hell?
Fireworks can be fun, as long as they're used safely. Now, this is safe. And this is safe. And this is safe. This is not safe.
This bloke's doctor told him he ran 5 kilometres a day, but his mother won't let him leave the yard. Oh, wonder why.
Let's hope they don't turn up the speed, then he'd be in for a real